Now we are going to derive the expression called Poiseuille's equation. Poiseuille analyzed the steady flow of liquid through a capillary tube. He derived an expression for the volume of the liquid flowing per second through the capillary tube. The volume of the liquid flowing per second through the capillary tube can be written as its expression is V is equal to pi r to the power of 4 P divided by 8 eta. Here we are going to use the special kind of tube called capillary tube. You should know what is a capillary tube. A capillary tube is a tube with a very fine bore along its length, which is usually made up of glass. It is available in the physics labs. Now we are going to derive the Poiseuille's equation by using dimensional analysis. Look at here in this diagram. Look at the diagram here. So here I have taken a capillary tube through which a liquid that is flowing from one end to another end. The pressure in the one end is P1, the pressure on the other end is P2. The total length of the pipe that is taken as L. To move from here to there, some pressure here, the pressure must be more, the pressure must be less. There is a pressure difference. Let us imagine this particular volume. This particular volume can be taken as V. So to move from here to there, let us imagine it takes some time t. So we are going to derive the expression for the volume of the liquid flowing per second. Are you clear? To traverse this volume, to cover this volume, how much time it takes. So our aim is to find out the expression for volume of the liquid flowing per second. So in Poiseuille's equation, we are going to find out V by T. What is V by T? Volume of the liquid flowing per second, or volume of liquid flowing per unit time. That is to be found out. For that we are going to find out the expression. Here you have to assume that the time is taken as 1 second. Are you clear? So we can say that volume of liquid flowing per second. This factor that depends on three factors. The first one is here, look at the radius. Here one small fine bore is there through which that water is flowing steadily. The radius of the bore is taken as R. Are you clear? It is directly proportional to R. So what is the second factor? The same V by T. It is also directly proportional to coefficient of viscosity of the liquid. Therefore eta is a symbol for coefficient of viscosity of the liquid. The third factor is pressure gradient. You should know what is pressure gradient. Pressure gradient means in between these two, what is the pressure difference? P2, P1. Here pressure is P1, here P2. So the pressure difference can be taken as dP. Here look at the term called gradient. Gradient means the pressure difference that is to be measured with respect to the distance. Here in between these two, the pressure difference is dP. Are you clear? So the pressure difference is taken as, what is this? L. In between distance is L. Are you clear? So we can take it as L, or we can simply written as, what is this? P by L. Pressure gradient formula is P by L. Note down this. Pressure is measured with respect to distance. That is called as, what is this? Pressure gradient. Understood? Now how many factors are there? That volume of liquid flowing per second is directly proportional to R, that is radius of the capillary tube, and directly proportional to the coefficient of viscosity of the liquid. And the third factor is, what is this? P by L. Could you understand this? So these three factors are written here. Now we have to find out the dimensional formula for all the factors. Here four factors are there. First we have to derive the dimensional formula for all the four factors. Without knowing the dimensional formula, we can't find out the Poiseuille's equation derivation. Understood? Let's take the first one. V by T. Volume divided by time. Volume dimensional formula is L cube, and T, time, is measured in terms of T. Are you clear? So finally we can write it as L cube T power of minus 1. So this is the dimensional formula for volume of liquid flowing per second. The second factor is radius. Radius is nothing but it's a very small length. Therefore, its dimensional formula is L. Are you clear? The third one is coefficient of viscosity. Its dimensional formula is here. It is also given in the textbook. So clear, refer it. In the meantime, I am also writing here. Eta, ml inverse, already we have written this. ml inverse T power of minus 1. So this is the expression, dimensional formula for coefficient of viscosity. And then the fourth factor, pressure gradient. Pressure divided by length. Pressure is measured with respect to the length. What is the dimensional formula for pressure? The pressure is measured in terms of here. Already, is it clear? In the beginning of the lesson itself, we have learnt all the dimensional formulas. Understood? So here, pressure is nothing but force per area. Understood? ml T power of minus 2 whole divided by L square. Now we can cancel this 2. You will get ml inverse T power of minus 2. So this is the dimensional formula for pressure. Substitute here. ml inverse T power of minus 2 whole divided by dimensional formula for L is L. Understood? If it is brought up, what will happen? L power of minus 2 T power of minus 2. So this is the dimensional formula for pressure gradient. So all the dimensional formulas are ready. V by T, its dimensional formula is ready. Radius dimensional formula is ready. Coefficient of viscosity, its dimensional formula is also ready. Pressure gradient, its dimensional formula is also ready. So you have to keep all the dimensional formula ready, only then we are able to derive the expression for V by T. Understood? Now we are going to derive the expression for Poiseuille's equation. As I have told earlier, again I would like to recall V by T, volume of liquid flowing per second, is directly proportional to three factors. That is eta, coefficient of viscosity of the liquid. There you can write the power A. Are you clear? And then what is the next factor? R, radius of the capillary tube. Its power can be written as B. And then what is the next factor? Pressure gradient, P by L. Okay, here the power could be written as C. Here A, B, C, these three are called as dimensionless constant. Our next step is we have to find out the value of ABC. Understood? Here V by T, its dimensional formula is already known. Now we can write, is it clear, the dimensional formula of all the factors. Now we can introduce a constant here. Are you clear? V by T is equal to, there we can introduce a constant called K. Its value is pi by 8. Eta power of A, R power of B, and then P by L, pressure gradient power of C can be written. Finally, the value of K can be substituted at the end. Understood? So I will substitute the dimensional formula of all the factors. L cube T power of minus 1. This value was already found. K. The next one is coefficient of viscosity. Its dimensional formula is M L inverse T power of minus 1 power of A R. Its dimensional formula is L. There the power B must be written. And then P by L, pressure gradient. Instead of pressure gradient, its dimension formula must be written. Its value is ml power of minus 2 T power of minus 2 power of C must be written. Understood? So all dimensional formulas are written. Here just for convenience, I am writing this factor as, look at that, m power of 0 L cube T power of minus 1. For mathematical convenience I have written. K must be written. Now you have to recall the dimensional analysis method. That one was taught in the first chapter. Are you clear? Now what I am going to do now, I am going to take the powers of m in all the three. Here the power of m is a. Are you clear? And then here no m. Here m is there. But power is c. Therefore, the power of m is a here, power of m is c here. Both the two can be added here and it can be written as a plus c. What is the next one? L. L can be written within the square bracket. Look at that. Minus 1 a. Minus a is the multiplied factor. Here L is there, power is b. Therefore, plus b can be written. Here L is there, power is minus 2. Minus 2 into c. Minus 2c can be written. What is the next factor? T. Here T should be written. Substitute here find out minus 1 into a. Minus a. Understood? Here there is no T. But here T is there. What is the power? Minus 2 into c. Minus 2c. So, here look at the factors. MLT is there. Here also MLT is there. Now we have to equate and compare the power of LHS side and RHS side. We have to compare the power of M in LHS and we have to compare the power of M in RHS. You compare here which factor is here, a plus c. That could be equated with this 0. Therefore, we can write it as a plus c. What is this? A plus c, and that can be written as 0. Now we have got the one of the equations. Here L is there, here also L is there. This factor that is to be equated with this one. Which one? That 3. Now minus a plus b minus 2c can be equated with 3. Understood? What is the next one? T. In the t the power is minus a minus 2c. Clear? That is to be equated with this power. That is minus 1. Are you clear? Now we have got 3 equations. These 3 equations to be taken and we have to solve. Finally, we have to find out the value of a, b, c. Look at that. These 2 equations are almost similar. Therefore, we can take a plus c is equal to 0 and take this equation. Minus a minus 2c is equal to minus 1. And clear, these 2 factor can be cancelled. You will get minus c, that is equal to, so clear, what is the value? Here after subtraction you will get minus c, you will get minus 1. So finally you are getting the value of c as 1. Understood? Now we have got the value of which one? C. Therefrom we are able to get the value of a. A plus c is equal to 0. Substitute here a plus 1 is equal to 0. So what is the value of a? A value will be equal to minus 1. Now we have got the value of a, c. We have got the value of a. Substitute this c and a in this equation. Minus a plus b minus 2c is equal to 3. Substitute the value of a here, minus of minus 1. B to be found out. B minus 2 in bracket substitute 1 which is equal to 3. This one becomes 1 and b. This one becomes minus 2 which is equal to 3. B minus 1 is equal to 3. B is equal to 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. Now we have found out the value of C, A, B. Now this C, A, B, all the values to be substituted in this equation. Are you clear? Substitute now V by T. Instead of T, we can write it as 1 second. So straight away I will write it as V. Volume of liquid flowing per second. No, instead of T, substitute 1 second. Which is equal to, substitute the constant factor pi by 8. Instead of K, I have substituted pi by 8. And then eta, power of A. Eta power of A value is minus 1. Understood? Radius, the power value is B. The power of B is 4. Understood? So what is the value of P by L? Pressure gradient, its power value is C value, that is 1. So by using this notations, by using this power, we can rearrange the equation. Since minus 1 is there, the coefficient of viscosity factor, that should be brought down. Are you clear? So in the next step, how can I write? V is equal to pi by 8 and then r to the power of 4. It can be retained there in the numerator, r power of 4. P by L can be written as it is because it is a power of 1. Eta alone to be brought down. Are you clear? So this equation is called as, what is this? Poisson equation. By using this expression, which expression? This V is equal to pi by 8 r power of 4 eta p by L. By using this expression, we are able to measure the volume of liquid flowing per second through the capillary tube. That could be found out. Are you clear? So this is called Poisson's equation. Will be asked in the examination. Are you clear? Step by step I have explained. You follow this method. This one may be asked in 5 mark. Understood? This equation is called Poisson's equation. Understood? Look at the factors. It depends on the radius, coefficient of viscosity, and then what is this? Pressure gradient. Understood? Here the main important thing is, the conclusion is, this particular relation, this Poisson's equation, it holds good for the fluids whose velocities are lesser than the critical velocity. Are you clear? That is, in the case of streamlined flow alone, this equation can be used, not in the case of turbulent flow. Understood?